Hey, what's up, people? Another episode. My journey to wealth, and I've had some real insights over the past couple of days. I finally got hired onto a new position, so this is great news. It relieves a lot of stress, and with that relief, there came a new variables that started to enter my mind because that's how the mind works. Doesn't matter what level you get to in life, as you progress, it's inevitable that you're going to have new variables that pop up and things that you look at as problems. So I think that's a really big issue. Like I was kind of thinking about just like Tyson Fury and other guys who they suffer through these mental health problems. Like, dude, you're a world class fighter. You have millions of dollars to make. You have everything you ever want. What kind of problems are you dealing with? And what I think he was dealing with primarily is a reason for purpose, a reason for even existing or being here. What's the point of all this? I beat the game, or the human game they told me that was supposed to give me happiness, but yet I still have to exist in this state of humanity. And I bet that just wears on the mind. You get to a point where it just beats up on you to some degree. And that's kind of why you might find that like the people who are most poor or people who are in the most dangerous situations never think about killing themselves because they're too preoccupied with survival at that time. And that's one of the things I'm starting to really take into account because I'm growing my business. I picked up some clients for training, so I should have some testimonies. I should be able to charge pretty soon within the next couple of months. It's like I did my insurance adjusting exam. I missed it by one, so when I retake that again after some studying, that's going to be higher. I got my garage band. I got my piano. I got a bunch of things going on that are really positive. Plus, this new job that lets me work from home gives me even more freedom to really work on things and still bring a steady income where I can start paying people to help me out for certain tasks I need to have done. So it's like life is really picking up traction right now. And money's not going to be necessarily a worry, but it's like, what am I going to do once I get to that point? And even though I'm not there, you can only think of one thing at a time. Maybe it's just the chess master in me, or future chess master in me. It's like I can't help but think about the future problems as I'm solving new problems today. Now, maybe that might be not a good thing. I don't know. People tell you worry one thing at a time, but my brain doesn't necessarily work that way. It's like I'm seeing problems arrive before they get here. I'm trying to think, okay, what precautions, what pawns, what moves could I make that prevents that from being an issue for me 20, 30, 50 years down the line. And I think that's the way you should think because if you're just constantly going from movement to movement to movement to action, you're going to get yourself in some predicaments you can't necessarily get yourself out of or play out a better game when you get towards the end game of your life. So, yeah, that's what I've been really just focusing on. I have about 6 or 7 days before I start this job, so one of the things that I'm kind of looking at is like, all right, how do I want to spend these next 6 or 7 days of just absolute freedom? Do I go full creativity? Do I just work and build on my own thing? Put as much work into the things that I'm trying to build, so that way I just need money to fund the particular ideas and endeavors I'm working on, or do I just kind of just sit back and look at life and just enjoy it, and take in the scenes? And that's really the big dilemma, man. That's the thing about life. You have so many options, so many choices, yet you're still limited by your energy levels and time and gravity and those other things. So I don't like. I always get a little bit confused. People say about freedom. I don't necessarily believe freedom is an actual thing. See, if you have true, real freedom, you'll be a god because you'll be limitless. You'll be unlimited. You could have access to everything at all times. You'll be at all things at all places. But everybody's extremely restricted, especially on this planet. There's things that keep us in particular realms. And I don't think that's such a bad thing. Like we talk about financial freedom. I mean, everybody wants to get financial freedom, but even if you get it, then now you have to worry about what happens if it runs out or what happens if things go bad. And I know you don't want to think like that, but you can't help but think like that because now that once you secure or acquire something, it's just a human nature to worry about losing it. It's like if I get my favorite phone, I worry about breaking it. Now, I mean, yeah, you know, you can replace your phone because it's just a phone, but it's like your kids. Like, yeah, I had kids. This is the most precious thing to me. Now, all you do is worry about them dying, them being hurt, them not being around at any time. And those things, it becomes a weight on your brain. I can only imagine. Even if you got all the money in the world, you're probably worried about losing it at some point. A financial collapse, somebody seizes your bank account. There's so many different things that can go wrong that would have you probably staying up at night thinking about it. And I don't know. There's like I said, there's trade-offs in everything in life. There's nothing that is 100% positive, nothing that 100% negative. Even in the worst times, there's always some great light that can be shown to you, and the best of times is always a dark moment that can get to you. And that's kind of like the duality of life. Everything has its pros and cons. It's just a matter of determining what pros and cons are you best equipped to deal with. Now, this might be a lot of rambling, and it's just a flow stream of thoughts, but it's like, yeah, I gotta get some videos out. I gotta start doing these more often because I'm kind of BSing a little bit. But yeah, man, that's what's been on my mind. It's like I'm very happy, very grateful for this opportunity. Like my car blew up. Well, they really blew up, but hypothetically, it blew up. And I was in no means to be able to get a new one. It's like my rent was due. It's like, so there's a lot of things that are weighing my mind. It's like now that I got this position, I can work from home. I started tutoring kids. It's like I got different things coming in, some different revenue coming in, training. So it's like money's not going to be an issue. It's just something I solve with time. It's going to get better. But now I'm thinking like the next stage of my life. Once I start to make these plays, what's the next play after that? And how do I still keep my same happiness and sanity and go about life in that particular manner? But anyway, this is just a little drop in. Just me being fucking transparent about things I'm going through, things I'm seeing, observing. And I don't necessarily know if anybody gains any real value from it. I mean, I hope so. It's just me talking about me a lot. But yeah, I'm going to start putting these mother bleepers in a more actionable steps for other people to go over. And also, I started stop smoking. I'm going to stop cigarettes. Yeah, stop smoking and stop coffee for the next all of November and maybe for the rest of my life. It was a nice little run. Enjoyed it. But I want to keep these teeth nice and white. And yeah, I don't want to get no cancer. My girl's not too appreciative of that. But anyway, yeah, best of luck. Enjoy, you guys. And I hope this was valuable to you.